All right, you ready? Class?
Yes.
All right, again, this stuff right here, I'm going to put this out there again. My political leanings, I think there should be less government. Government doesn't actually, we have so much government that we have government to make more government. And who funds government? Your taxes. So they just find more ways to actually spend your money. That sucks, right? Anyway, I think there should be less. Things are not necessary all the time, and you know what? They just make more hassle and more, bureaucracy for everything. Now, Social Security, Medicare. I'm going to use this analogy. Social Security, when it originally started, was a good thing. It was a good idea. It really was. Like all things in government, it starts off as a good idea. There was a certain number of people paying into Social Security. Social Security is a government-required retirement plan. Social Security is the government mandating, so we're taking money from your account, from your earnings, and we're going to put that away for you to take care of you later on. So you're basically being forced into this retirement plan. Okay, not too bad, right? The concept is good. When it originally started out, there was more people, like I said, there was a lot more people putting into it than taking out. So originally it was like, I think it was like 10 or 15 to 1 or something like that. But I'm going to use this analogy. I'm going to say there's 30 people in this classroom. Look around, there's not 30 people, okay? Every month, you're going to put $100 into Social Security. So I'm going to take $100 from every single one of y'all's paychecks every month. So how much money did I take from you in 1 month? Add another zero. Is it 3,000 or 30,000? Which is it? It's 100 times 30.
That's 30,000. Not 3,000.
3,000. So 10 would be 300, right? No, 10 would be.
You said 100 every month, right?
100 every month.
And you said multiply that with 30, right? That's 3,000.
Yes, 3,000. I was hearing a little bit of both.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. So you're telling me we got that's what they do for Social Security?
Yeah. Let me finish the analogy, okay? So that $3,000 comes out of your paycheck. When it originally started out, it was okay because there was only one person pulling from that money. One person taking or receiving those funds at a time. So if I was that one person, I would be taking $1,000 a month. That's not much, right? So what happens to the rest of the money?
Does it go to the government?
No, it just sits there. It sits in an account. So it is a retirement account, so there's excess money in there, right? So you're putting money in now, and then the government is going to have excess money in the end because what they're going to do with that money is called earn interest on it, on an interest-bearing account. Let's say, for instance, they have $1 million. Okay, you get 10% a year. Okay, we get $1,100,000 after that 1 year. So that's 10% if it just is earning that. But as we go, the problem is there's more people pulling from this than there is actually putting into it. So like I said, when we started off with this analogy, I said 30 people were putting into it. Now, there's one person putting into it for every person taking out of it. So, we got Big Vinny here. You are going to be still paying your How much did I say you're paying? 100. He's paying 100, but guess what? I, the beneficiary, the guy pulling, is gonna take my 1,000 still. So where's that extra money come from? All the other people that put into it previously. Now, when I first started working, the Social Security age was like 60. So you can't start pulling Social Security until you're 60 years old. Okay? Currently, I think I'm in the range of like 68 or 69 when I would be allowed to actually start pulling from this. So, Big Vinny, how old are you right now?
18.
Big Vinny's 18. He's going to college. He's going to get a good career. He's going to get a good job that's going to pay him a nice retirement. No more retirements are about 20 years. So, Big Vinny, okay, you're going to college, you're going to graduate, you're going to get your amazing job. You're going to be 23 years old when you're going to start that job. When are you going to retire?
43.
At 43. Because you got a 20-year retirement. He's got a good job, 20 years. Oh crap. At 43, you're retiring, but you don't get Social Security until when?
60.
About 65 or older here. So what are you going to do with all that? Government requires it. Because even though that you're putting money into it,
But isn't it your money?
it is. But the government is holding on to it. And they won't let you get it until you reach a certain age.
Why is that the case?
Just because they say so.
So, if they were to pay you when you actually go into retirement, they'll be broke. Because there's more people right now pulling money from it than are putting in it. So, Vinny, okay, actually, no, Hudson, we know you got like 8 kids, right? So, yeah, whatever kids, okay? So we got Nick Cannon over here. So he's in the other analogy. Hudson, though, no kids. He said, nope. He said, snip, snip, no kids. Okay, but he's going to make good money. He's going to retire at 43. But he was in a tragic skydiving accident where he forgot to put on a parachute. Okay, you retired. You're like, man, I got this. Okay, I'm retired. I'm good to go. I'm jumping. What's going to happen to all his money that he just put in over the last 20 years? They keep it.
That's crazy. What about like, what, don't you say like if you write a will?
Okay. Not that. They don't get your Social Security. Your will or your other things goes for your retirement, like your actual retirement, your 401k and others of property and all that other stuff. That would go to people in your will. After the government charges you a death tax, which is almost 50%.
Oh, what tax?
Death tax.
You get taxed for
Is that-
dying.
You get taxed for dying.
God bless America.
If I learned anything, it's to live forever.
Okay, you get taxed for dying. So, any money that you were going to try and leave to, loved ones or whoever, okay, is going to end up 50% of it goes to government, and then they take what's ever left.
And they just,
That's what crazy.
at that point, just like sell everything you have and just keep it in cash and give it to someone else, right?
Supposed to give it before you die. That's the point. But he wasn't planning on dying.
Right.
Okay, he jumped out. Okay, forgot to put on a parachute. So that sucks, right? They keep his money. Now, but Vinny, I mean, Nick Cannon over here, 33 and a half kids right now. Okay, something's gonna happen to him. So he a cooking accident. Something with hot grease or something. Anyway, so he's dead. He accidentally deep fried himself. Anyway, all his kids because his kids don't have any support anymore, his kids could collect his Social Security benefit until they turn 18, or somewhere around 18, depending on school or something like that. So Social Security will work for that, for those kids until they reach adult age. But like a good parent, Nick Cannon over here, he's got a godfather. So his kid's godfather is going to take care of his kids after he passed away.
Yeah, I'll say.
But that's the job of the godfather.
It's like 33 and then kids.
Okay, but godfather, godmother, that's actually what they do. In the case of someone actually dying, those are the people responsible for taking care of your kids.
Does everyone need to have one? Or
Huh?
Is it like an optional thing?
It's usually a choosing thing. Like when you go, like a baptismal thing. So it is a Catholic thing where when you go for a baptismal for like a baby and stuff like that, they actually bring the godparents there too as part of the ceremony. And they actually like signed off on an official document for that. But yes, there is godparents, and when you have kids, that's one thing you really want to actually make sure people know. If something were to happen to you, what would happen to, Nick Cannon's 33 and a half kids, right? So anyway, that's what Social Security is for. Right here it says, in addition to income tax, we are required to pay the federal government FICA, Federal Insurance Contributions Act taxes that are used for Social Security and Medicare. Benefits Social Security provides payments to eligible retirees, people with health problems, eligible dependents of deceased persons, right there, and disabled citizens. Medicare provides health care coverage for mostly Americans 65 and older. So like I said, it is a good thing taking care of people that are young and their parents die, all this other stuff. And so it helps with those parents that are taking care of someone else's kids. They get funding to help with that. Yeah.
How would you lower the
So you're
age?
saying
Like,
it's
asking
like
for like an age?
No.
So
What
as
you
it
would
is
do,
justified.
that's a government required thing. But as you go, as we go up, through time, the government keeps pushing it up. Because how many people are actually living beyond 70?
A lot of
It, like, seriously, at 70, it's like the peak. If you look at statistics, by 70, something like majority, like 60, 70% of people,
Like average Americans? Or
yeah, average Americans actually die before that.
that is-
But that's the goal. It's like a pyramid scheme. It's like that one, what's that one game that you have to live long enough to get the money? There's a TV show for it.
Squid?
Squid Game, there you go.
She said that.
So yeah, Squid Game. So you have to live long enough to actually get the money. So the government is in an official Squid Game. Everyone puts into it, and the last one alive gets money. As long as you survive up to a certain point, then you get the money. Now put that in perspective. Think about it. That really is. It really is. You're not going to get your money, even though you put into it, until you live long enough.
Is there any way to change that? Like,
Nope.
we like vote?
Nope. You individually cannot.
Well, like say like
So-
people get like together.
Still cannot.
So what about like
Because this is something that was actually put forth by the Social Security and Medicare Act. It would need a change of Congress and the House of Representatives. So the Senate and the House and the President would all have to vote to change that.
Ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
so what about like in like Canada? Is this a thing in Canada?
No. In Canada, if, let's say for instance, you can't afford a new wheelchair because, you no, seriously, because they have socialized medical, right? So no one has to pay for it. So you go there, be like, hey, you know what, I need, and they're like, okay, you're on the wait list about 2.5 years. Okay, I broke both my legs, I need a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay?
Damn.
And do you know what they do instead? Which is one of the new things that happened in the last 6 months.
That's the case.
Huh?
At that point, you would just heal your leg.
No, even worse. Assisted suicide is allowed. They actually assisted suicide people because
So they help you commit suicide?
yep, instead of, because they cannot afford your medical bills.
So do they hang the noose or? That's crazy.
Hey, am I right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, seriously, like,
That's crazy.
it was in the news recently that they're putting thousands, letting people, like, if you're depressed, assisted suicide. But hey, we'll help you. We'll help you here. You know what? I'll help you get better. Okay, take this 9 mil. Okay, just, there you go. Just 35 cents, that's all it was. 1 round. Yes.
So they just put you down like a dog.
Yep.
They euthanize you?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
I listen, I wish I could say that this was a joke.
For free or like?
Oh yeah, no, because it's
For
free
the
medical.
free? Wow.
It's free
Nah,
medical.
you gotta pay the back.
No, but they don't charge you a death tax.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
crazy. It's
fucking
actually
crazy.
dead. That's wild.
But free medical, and you have to wait. There's a reason why a lot of people from Canada come down here to get their medical treatment. Because if you can afford to come here, you get better treatment here.
Isn't that better? Isn't that like us going to Mexico? Like,
Yeah, they go to Mexico to get free drugs.
Right.
It's almost free, seriously. Like, seriously, I go, whenever I get a chance, it's not me, someone I know. I'm not recording it. Shh. I know some people that go down to Mexico to go get, let's say, like Z-Packs and other things, other medications that are super expensive here.
Do you?
and
Okay.
you sell those?
Big poncho. Big poncho.
Big poncho.
No, I'm not joking. Like, seriously. Okay, do you know what an EpiPen is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't those like?
Isn't that like diabetes?
No. It's not diabetes. That's if you have an allergic reaction. It's epinephrine. It's like getting a shot of adrenaline. Okay? If you get stung by a bee and you are allergic, you could die from that, from anaphylactic shock. But the epinephrine will actually boost, like jumpstart you to keep going. And then you have to, so it'll save your life. They went from only being $35 to $750 over the course of 1 year.
What? 1 year?
Really?
They just
What
want.
changed? What changed?
Someone wants some money.
Do people just like, does the government just like want you to die?
Yeah.
That's just crazy, bro.
So I'm not joking. Like, seriously, the reason why I know specifically on this one, my wife has one. Okay, and it expires every 6 months.
So 750
Wait.
every 6 months?
How much are they in Mexico? How much are they in Mexico?
They're like $80.
Don't trust it.
But I wouldn't know that. But still, never had to use it. It's just emergency.
Right.
Yeah, just in case you need it.
It's good to have.
Yeah, good to have. Yes. Oh yeah, go ahead. So now let's go ahead and talk about this. I love, trying to, yeah. Because some people actually, you never know this stuff.
Just cut that part out.
No one tells you guys this stuff. No one tells you when you find out. Seriously, you go into the hospital. Okay, Vinny, he's going to the hospital. His baby mama is going to give birth to the next half kid. Okay.
No.
Anyway, so his baby mama asked for 1 Tylenol,
No, she's not gonna come to you.
It's gonna be expensive.
$600,
Can't you get an itemized bill?
and do you know why they're able to charge that $600?
Why?
Because they make the insurance pay for it.
Wow.
And
So what if they just tax you?
Medicare.
this other group pays for it, which you're paying for. So the federal government pulls it out anyway.
That's if you have insurance.
Thanks to Obamacare, it is now law that everyone has to have insurance. Did I tell you how much I pay a month for my insurance?
Like,
$1,300 a month. And that's not even to get sick. That's just to have a piece of paper that says we have some. It's even more if anyone actually gets sick.
So if you would like bring your own.
Wait, can't you get like an itemized bill though?
Yeah.
It'll think.
Yeah, and that's why people see it. And you're the kind of guy that would actually like go to a restaurant and bring your own cheese, isn't it? You know, be like, they charge $1.50 more for cheese. Come on now, this is a 15-cent slice.
How much can I get?
Was that next Friday? Just one red. Anyway, all right. So, employee rates. How many people in here plan on being a business owner? There you go. Got to own some business, right? People, I highly recommend it because you're in charge. You don't answer to anyone except the federal government. Employee rates. So this FICA is going to be deducted from your paycheck no matter what. You're going to have $142,800 of the income taxed at 7.65%. Everything above that is going to be 1.45%. That's what you pay. Your employer, the person that pays you, is also going to match it at 7.65% on the first $142,000. So if you have a business, you have an employee, and just to have an employee, you have to pay also this.
So you have to pay just for one employee $142,000.
We'll talk about the money here in a moment.
Oh, okay.
Okay? But if you are the employer, because you're going to have your own business, you have to pick up both sides of that. You're going to have to pick up the employee part and the employer part. So self-employed is 15.3%. That's a lot more, isn't it? And you're going to have to pay it all. It sucks. It really does. And anyone that works for you, you're going to have to contribute part of this also. This will make sense here in a moment when we actually try the problem.
Wait, is that for like Medicare and stuff?
Mm-hmm. That's not even, that's Medicare, but due to the Obamacare Act, every employer has to offer health care.
But isn't it only full time? Like, isn't it over 30 hours?
Yes, I think it's 30 hours. So the thing with that is, when we talked about this previously, I could hire 2 part-time people, 20 hours apiece, and not have to pay for medical. Or I could hire 1 person, 40 hours, full-time. I now have to pay medical on top of what I already have to pay, just to employ them in the first place. So as an employer, what would make most sense for you?
The 2 people.
2 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that sucks if you're one of those 2 people that needs a job, right?
You only get 20 hours.
Yep. And so you have to work 20 hours at this job. You have to work 20 hours at that job. And you'll probably need a 3rd job because you have to cover your own healthcare costs. Now, self-employed, earn $180,000. What are your FICA taxes? So it's first 7.65. 65% times my first 142,800. Everything above that is going to be 1.45. And so to figure out the second part here, how much did this person make? 180. Yes.
That 142,800.
Yeah.
Is that the number with without the 7.65?
That's maxing out this 142,800. So that percentage and everything above that is going to be the 1.45%. So they made 180,000. minus what I had taxed at the higher rate. And then we're gonna have two values for taxes that are gonna add up. So you people right now are going to calculate this for me. And to be able to calculate this, what do you do with that percentage? Make it into a decimal. So please do that, write me out. Make that to a decimal and then calculate that. ¿Dónde está tu notas?
So during the COVID period, like, not like no one wasn't working, right? And so like there was no taxes being paid out for nothing like that. So like, did they like reproduce money? And like, so that's what made our debt go up more.
When they started printing
When
money.
we printed money, the debt went up more, right? And that's where all like, that's what got to that, like debt that we have now.
And just unsecured entitlements. So all kinds of money getting printed, sent out everywhere, and given away. So it's not really helping anyone, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, going from percent to a decimal, make sure you move my decimal 2 places to the left. You're correct, you're not. Okay, because that's a percent, and to turn it to decimal, it goes 2 places to the left. So it's gonna be 0.01. What's up, Big Vin? Is that the first one? Okay, where's the first one? Actually, this is the second one. Where's the first one? Gotta do that one. Gotta do both of them. How are we doing? Okay, good there. Okay, keep working. Slacker. Good, good. And together. Oh, hand over there. Yep, that's the second one. And no, find out this one first. You have to do the same thing on the top. Where's your answers? I don't see your answers. Oh, because you don't have answers there.
I'm gonna do this one too?
Yes.
Oh.
You have to do 2 answers. Whatever your answer is for the 7.65%, the 7.65% and the other one. And what do you do with those 2 values? You will add them. All right, so let's go to the calculator, my handy dandy calculator. So it's going to be, my first one, it's going to be 0.07, was it 45? 65 times 142800. Get $10,000, almost $11,000 there. My next one is going to be 0.0145. Okay. Now, when you do this next one, put it in parentheses like I'm showing here. Otherwise, it's gonna make some mess. So, I made 180,000 minus my 1.4. Yeah. Oh, thank you. See? Wondering if anyone's paying attention there. Good job. Yeah, give yourself a high five. I'll check it and see if y'all pay attention. There we go. 539. What should I do with those 2 values?
You have them together, right?
Gotta add them together.
11.
So this was 10, 9, 2,
4.2
2, 0. Why did I add another 0 there?
percents.
Cents, dollars and cents, right? Change. Okay, good. My other one was 40 cents, right? All right, add those together.
11,463.
And this is how much this person is going to pay in FICA.
It's not.
It is a lot. Do you know what else goes along with that?
No.
Delver is the guy's boss. Just to employ this person, they put this much into it, and just because you're letting them work there, you also have to put that much into it. That's crazy, right? All right, I'm going to leave off here. And because the next problem is going to be a big one. And so I want you guys to have time to work on your homework. So please, right now, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Support my channel. Okay, buy some stuff from my merch store.